How often do you hear the word bakla? And do you personally think it's become normal to use the word bakla in an everyday setting today?
Growing up, I heard the word in a more negative context, especially when it's used by the elderly and the family. So that's how I viewed it. It's like, oh, klase yan. But then, like, as I grew older, it was more used in a positive way. And, like, people, especially the LGBT friends that I meet, they, like, own up to it and just, like claim it. And it's just nice to hear. It, again, it's more normalized now.
I think more people have come around to using it because it is. I feel like in a sense we have reclaimed, us gay people have reclaimed that word since it has been used in a derogatory sense. But all in all, I still think that it isn't used as common as we think.
Before, I usually hear it from time to time as an insult. Pero right now, it's more of an endearment na. And madalas ko na siyang narinig in this environment sa school kasi yun nga, I'm filled with a lot of other queer people.
Are you sensitive when it comes to calling other people, especially heterosexual people, bakla, even if it was used in a friendly manner?
I'm not the one using it, but for me, I'm not personally sensitive, and I think maybe that also like comes from me being the type of person that takes social cues from other people. I'll like watch and wait first. Like if I see, okay, my friend, can call this other person this, or they're okay with it, then sure, okay, that's on the table now.
Oh, it's a hard question. I guess, I'm more conscious about it when I'm with like straight people or people I know who are heterosexual kasi di naman sila nag-identify, so medyo magiging insensitive naman if I call them that or they call me that kasi may mutual understanding naman na kami already about it.
I think there was like this discourse or whatever that a lot of the words as queer people that we use to identify ourselves at first were slurs, and then we like reclaim those words. Yeah, I do think you have to be sensitive to calling people bakla. And I also don't think you should be calling random people bakla because, like, why would you give an identifying thing to somebody when you're not that person? Gets ba? I've been called bakla in a hurtful way before, and I remember, like, oh, that made me feel really scared, really unsafe. I don't want to put that on someone that hasn't had the journey of reconciling with it not being used in a positive way yet. So, like, if you haven't had that journey yet, I feel like it can be hurtful to say just like randomly, even if it's in a friendly way.
In your opinion, should we be more sensitive with using the word bakla?
Yes, I think so. For me, it's safe to not assume and to carry it with with care, to carry it with an awareness na someone might be uncomfortable with being identified with this word.
Even though it's been reclaimed and there's a lot of nowadays there's more of a positive light or a positive tone towards that word, there should still be a tone of sensitivity when using it because it does have that history once again.
I had this experience once kasi. I was in Starbucks. Tapos I'm pretty flamboyant naman. So person I think na like my movements like very expressive and the clothes I wear are pretty colorful. So one time I was there and then I was just about to meet my mom. While looking at the menu ng Starbucks, yung mom ko like somewhere like that. May sa likod ko, sumisigaw, bakla! 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 Gano'n. So like, hello? Like, ayun nga, outside of my community na ako, and I was moving into like my family na. So, tumingin sa likod. So this guy na parang galit, tingin sa akin. Ano ko, nagpapanig ako. Ako ba yun? So tumingin ako ulit, ako ba tingnan niya? So, una sa ako may mom. Later on naman, sabi ko, sige, tingnan ko nga kung kung ako ba talaga yun, yung tinatawag na bakla. So lakad ako ulit, look at the menu, all that. And then, later on, after the order, lumapit sa akin yung guy. Turns out, this person is also queer. Akala niya, friend niya ako, nakilala niya. Ang tawag nila is bakla. Yung point pa nila pagbakla is very short and parang paloko na offensive, di ba? So, ayun, I guess even if akala mo friend mo or even if queer basta-basta, should be sensitive with our usage of the term. Kasi nakakabigla talaga siya.
So this is when you mention about the laws, no protection, same-sex marriage has not been approved. And